There was life, and he spoke unto it, and it was silent, and lived no more. Hello guys, my name is Fruity, and today I'm going to be doing a weapon analysis of the brand new handcannon from the raid, the Word of Crota. This is one of only 2 weapons in the game that does void damage, the other being Atheon's Epilogue, which is obviously a high fire rate, low impact auto rifle, so this is now your best choice if you want to be going void. So, as you can see, the first sight is a Steadyhand IS. It's a stable sight, optimized for excellent recoil control. Personal favourite for me because it has the maximum stability. So let's just take a look at that. You see, it's got an average aim-in time. It's not the fastest, and when I'm zoomed in on the enemies, it pulls a little bit, but it's definitely not the most. So let's quickly move on, look at the second sight. Next up we have the Fastdraw IS. This is a standard sight. It has a lightweight design and it's good for recoil control. It increases your reload a little bit and decreases your stability a little bit as well. Definitely aims in faster, so that's a bonus, although I don't usually find that very beneficial. When I'm staring at the enemies, it definitely pulls a little bit more as well. It seems it's more, the higher your reload is in these upgrades, the better your target acquisition. Now the final sight we have is the Sureshot IS. This is my least favourite, but it's very beneficial. It's a snapshot sight, it has excellent handling and superb target acquisition. It also has the highest reload out of all 3 of the sights, but it decreases your stability a fair amount, but stability is not the best thing you need for handcannons. So I've put this on, you'll see now, just look how fast this thing scopes in. It's easily the fastest out of all 3. And target acquisition, I believe, is the pull on the scope. So if I'm going up to this Vandal now, and I scope in, it's very good at locking onto the enemy. Obviously you want to be doing it yourself, but the scope slows down as you move over the enemies, and it makes it much easier to target them. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the middle tree, first of which being speed reload, allowing you to reload your weapon quickly. So let's just look at this without the reload, fire a few shots, reload. This weapon already has an incredibly fast reload speed for handcannons, it's brilliant. But now we're going to put on that perk to make it even faster. So now that perk's on, fire a few shots and reload, and that, I mean, you can't really tell the difference, to be honest. It's a perk that I would pass on, definitely. Next on the skill tree is Hammer Forged. Everyone's seen this before, of course, and it will double your range. This is an excellent perk if you want to be shooting enemies at long range. Not my personal choice though. We're going to move on to the final perk in the skill tree, which is Explosive Rounds. And for me, this is probably the game changer for this weapon. It could be a failure of a weapon, but this really brings it back. Explosive rounds are brilliant. So I'm going to show you some footage now. People seem to think that explosive rounds can decrease your overall damage output, but you'll see here that explosive rounds actually do 2 198s in a body shot for a total of 396, and an explosive round headshot does a 395 and a 198 for a total of 593 damage. If I take that off and then we do regular rounds, a headshot will do 592 and a body shot will do 395. Hopefully I've put that up on the screen so you can see, but the damage is pretty much exactly the same, whereas explosive rounds can actually hit multiple enemies, so you're going to be doing a larger damage output when it's in a crowd. So now we're going to move on to the final perk, which is Phantom Gift. I tested this on a few bosses and it is actually quite good. So if you hit all 12 of your bullets on target, that means you're going to get 4 back, because 3 precision shots equals an extra round in the mag. I think ideally it should probably be 3 precision shots give you 2 rounds back, because hitting all 12 to only get 4 back isn't that great. Now, I stumbled on a bit of a problem with this weapon. When you have explosive rounds on and Phantom Gift, explosive rounds actually cancel this out. So I'm sat there firing at Cephix Prime with all 12 bullets with explosive rounds active. It doesn't activate the precision shots once, so I get no ammo back, and then I take it off, and then lo and behold, all the shots are precision ones and I get my ammo back again. So it's a bit of a shame really. Bungie do need to fix this, but for now I think I'm going to keep the explosive rounds on because Phantom Gift isn't too important of a perk. Moving on, we've got Hive Disruptor, of course, increased damage to Hive mages. This is brilliant for the raid, I tell you. When you're killing knights and wizards, this is such a good perk to have on your primary weapon. And then of course we have the 5 regular damage upgrades. And now I'm just going to compare this weapon to Fatebringer. I don't have one myself, so I can only show you the picture. And you'll see Fatebringer has significantly more impact, but it has a lower rate of fire. So Word of Crota seems to have gone for the choice of lower impact, high rate of fire, which I actually really like. So far from using it, it's a lot of fun to have a handcannon that you can just keep pistol whipping really quickly, and since it has a high reload, almost half the bar, actually over half the bar, it's ideal for that kind of playstyle. Alright, I believe that's pretty much it for the Word of Crota. I was going to cover PvP, but of course, you see the lower impact is really not something designed for PvP. There's much better choices for it. So, let's not even talk about PvP. Trust me, you just, like, look at the red hand, for example. This is a new monarchy Handcannon, and it just destroys compared to the Word of Crota in PvP, especially when you've got the explosive rounds on it. Anyway, my name has been Fruity. Thank you very much for watching, and I will try and do a weapon analysis of the other weapons if you like this one. I'll see you next time. Peace.